Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Married at First Sight, Season 10, Episode 11 or 12. My camera is acting weird, so this is why I'm making this face. Also, I haven't checked out Married to Medicine, so I might do a first and second review together. First episode and second episode together because I was really lazy today. Also, I do have a podcast available. It's called the Awkwardly Acceptable Podcast. You can find that up here. And also, I have new music. Well, no, I lied. I have music available that you can also find up there. Also, please let me know if you have any suggestions about shows that I should review or the One Gotta Go game that everyone is playing, so I'm gonna hop on that motherfucking bandwagon and play it with everyone. Please let me know who you want me to start with, and I will be going live tomorrow, Wednesday, the 13th of March. I was about to say the 13th. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go live tomorrow, Wednesday, the 13th. Um at 7, at the latest 7:45. The window is from 7:30 to 7:58. Okay, I know I just said 7:45, but sometimes I'll be like, ugh, you know, it's a long story. Anyway, bro, when I tell you this episode was worth watching 10 episodes of this bull crap, it definitely was. Okay. Oops. Did I snatch out my microphone? First of all, I want to thank everyone who has recently subscribed to me. Thank you all so much. It warms my little cold heart. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's talk about the first people that we see. We see Kate and Luke. They are going to the ballet. There's rose petals on the bed. I'm sorry. Kate is talking about, they love is strong, they love is good. After all they trials and tribulations, they back to one another. Things are, here. They love each other. They can feel the relationship taking a different a different side, a flip. The relationship is flipping and it's becoming something that she's almost excited that she waited 6 weeks and had her husband say that he was repulsed by kissing her about. Kate says that she feels so much better after they talked and had that conversation about divorce. And that really got the ball on the road, in the words of Amber Lynn. It got the ball on the road to a better place. So, this is great for them. Luke said, Luke says that this is their restart. You know, they're starting over, they're starting fresh. Let me tell you something. Kate did look cute because Kate is a cute girl. But let me tell you something. That jumpsuit was not, Miss Camera, that jumpsuit was not hitting it, okay? If it had been a dress, it would have been cute. It would have fit her. Everything would have been nice. But as she walked out the door, the jumpsuit just looked frumpy in the back. And it didn't accentuate her shape. It didn't show off nothing, in my opinion. And, that's all I'm going to say. So Luke did look nice for somebody who is balding in, about 3 or 4 months from the taping of this show. So it's a nice surprise to see him with hair. I could see how Kate could find him a little bit attractive. I mean, I do, surface shit. But after you see a man with no hair, that's when you figure out if you really love that man or not. And I think Kate does not love him enough to be with bald Luke. But I don't know. I digress. They get back from the ballet, and after the conversation that they had, from last week, they both realized that they did not want a divorce. Except Kate was crying and saying, I think it's time for a divorce. But they both didn't want one. Next, we get this damn secret, okay? And I'm trying not to make this video 90 minutes long because it is 12 a.m. And I don't know if I have to go to my therapy tomorrow or on Thursday. I'm thinking it's on Thursday. But just to be on the safe side, I do need to be asleep 3 a.m. When Kate opened up her Whoville-looking mouth and said to Dr. Pepper as she drank her damn morning coffee, "Luke and I have been having sex," I said, "What?" "We've been having sex since the honeymoon." This is how, this is the difference between a professional and an amateur. Because if I was Dr. Pepper, which I couldn't be Dr. Pepper because I would have already been fired. Because when she said, "since the honeymoon," I said, "Bitch, he's called you a drunk. He said that you were aggressive. He said that he was repulsed. What else? He said that he wasn't attracted to you." That's 4 things, okay? What else? He's losing his hair. And you sat up here and had sex with this man 5 times. Now, I know you're probably wondering, is that the secret, that they've had sex? Well, that's part of the secret. The other part of the secret is that ever since the first time that they had sex on their honeymoon, Luke is very distant and he pulls away after sex. So, in the act, of course, he's very, for it. And then after the act is done, he's done with her ass. And he goes and sits on the couch or turns around and puts the cover over his shoulder. Now, Dr. Pepper did make a good point. He could be not as quick to ride the horses as some other men, or as the stigma of men go. But there is never a incorrect time to stop the act of sex. If you don't feel comfortable having sex, then tell that motherfucker, "Hey, I'm not comfortable." And Luke could have said, "Bro, I don't want to do this." So I'm a little bit shocked. I'm a little bit confused. And I'm a little bit angry because I remember how, like, people in my comments, people on Twitter, everybody is like, "I can see Kate losing her self-esteem, before my very eyes." But the crazy thing is, Kate already didn't have Kate already didn't have self-esteem, okay? Because a person with self-esteem would not allow somebody to do this. I don't know if anybody watches Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, the reunion Atlanta. But I did see a clip where Mariah Lynn was talking about, "I'm in love with Richie Dollars." Is that his name? Rich Dollars? Whatever. And that man was like, "I mean, I ain't necessarily in love with you, but in the background, they've been messing around for 5 years." Come on. Come on. Come on. You're selling yourself short, and this man is taking full advantage of the half off sticker that you placed on your damn forehead. Okay? Going out of business sale. That's what the hell you having. For what? For what? I am completely, this has to be a decoy couple, not a decoy couple. This is an industry plan, okay? This is some fake manufactured bull crap because nobody in their right mind is, I've talked about this for 5 fucking minutes and I ain't talking about it no more, okay? I'm gonna move my ass right along. But Dr. Pepper says, "Listen, you tell Luke how you're feeling because, ultimately we want you to be happy, whether that is as a couple or separately." We're going to move on. We didn't see any personal time with Stephanie or Stephanie and AJ or Keith and Christine. So next we see Jasmine and Will. Basically, we saw the two problem couples, okay? The people who can't work through their shit. We see Jasmine and Will. Jasmine is cooking for Will. She got that low cut lingerie on. She's made some salmon. I think maybe mashed potatoes and some asparagus. Actually, that sounds like a good meal, and I may make that when my chicken parmesan is gone. Okay. A seafood Alfredo. Y'all get what I'm saying? She gives him some liquor, some champagne or something. He has on a red sweater with some camouflage pants. When I tell you I'm so sick of seeing men in camouflage pants, because my husband has a pair of camouflage pants. And it's like not recently because I've talked about him so bad in the camouflage pants. But every single time I used to turn around, this nigga would have on them damn camouflage pants. And I'm take them damn pants off. So they sit down. Jasmine is like, I'm about to work his mind so he can, work my body. Okay. She asks what makes him happy. And he says making other people happy and and knowing that I left an imprint on somebody's life. And she also asks, have you ever had times where a past relationship made you feel sad? And he says, yeah, and it manifested in negative energy. He would just want to fight a nigga on the basketball court for a foul, and he knew that that's when he needed to change. So he had an awakening. He started using positive affirmations. And he started thinking positively, because if you have a negative disposition on life, then more negative things are going to come to you, as opposed to having a positive disposition on life, and more positive things will come to you. It's just the law of attraction, people. Anyway, he says, she asks, does he feel sexually stimulated? I'm sorry, intellectually stimulated. And he says, yeah, I'm pretty going. And she like, okay, well, let's go. So they go up to the bed. Jasmine says that this is the perfect time to do the kissing exercise. Now, listen, let me tell you something. This was a good time to do the kissing exercise if, no, it wasn't. No, I'm thinking about it. And as I'm thinking about it, it was not a good time to do the exercise. I know that y'all did have homework and everything, but, well, I don't know. Maybe if she hadn't have set that alarm. If the alarm wasn't set, then maybe y'all could have just been kissing for a little bit longer. But they kiss for the minute. The alarm goes off. She's like, okay, so how did you feel? He's like, awkward. I mean, that don't really do much for me. I'd rather have a mental conversation. And I get it, I everybody love a smart motherfucker, okay? Don't nobody want to be with no dumb man or dumb woman, okay? I get that. Oh, yes, I do get that. But what I'm saying is, sometimes some plain old D or some plain old P will work too, You can read me a damn novel, or we can listen to a novel instead of playing music while we engage in our adult duties. What we can do is we can put on a novel, some real deep philosophical stuff, okay? Some real like ooh stuff, and as we are doing what we doing, you listening and your mind is getting stimulated, okay? Because at this moment I said Jasmine literally followed what I told her to do, and it backfired. And now, if she was my friend, she came to me and she like, hey, girl, I had sex with him. Well, I tried to initiate sex and he said it was awkward. Then I wouldn't know what to tell her to do. What else do you do when he says, I mean, you a good kisser. Maybe you should have led with that. I'm all about an honest man, okay? I'm all about you saying, and you talking about your feelings. That's great. That's cool. That's lovely. That's wonderful. Okay, boom. But can we at least say, like, your breasts look nice? If you had started with your breasts look nice, I think Jasmine wouldn't have been as mad. See, that's the thing. Jasmine had got to know you enough. She know that you're smart. She know you can hold a conversation. She know that you ain't out here doing no dumb stuff. And now she's ready to do it. And I don't get how you couldn't have just did it. Not on the camera. Obviously, it is a little bit awkward because there are 16 men in the room like this, holding cameras, looking at you like this while you're trying to tongue kiss a man. But best believe my hand would have been up under that blanket if I'm Jasmine. And I would have just been. In the next scene, they are on their way to the Poconos. And Will says that he did word. First of all, he shouldn't have criticized her. That's what he said. He said, if I had led with, you're a good kisser, your lips are soft, your breasts look nice, then it wouldn't have been a problem. And Jasmine says, I think that after now 6 weeks of marriage, Will understands that physical is more her love language, while intellectual is more his love language, okay? And it's not gonna work. Like she sat down there and said, okay, tell me about your life. Okay, now. And you said, now we could have talked some more. Do you I ain't gonna say what I was about to say. So let's move on. We see all of the couples before they go to the Poconos, but I wanted to put that scene in. Before they go to the Poconos, they sit down with Pastor Cal. Pastor Cal talks about something about love. My husband was talking and I was listening to him, so I didn't hear anything that he said. All I heard was Keith say something like, I I picked up what you put down even though it was heavy. And then he said, we got LOV, but we missing the E, but only time will see. And I said, Keith, you got one more damn time to say some corny shit to me. Okay. This is when Pastor Cal tells them that they are going to go on the mini moon. And the mini moon is going to be with all of the couples instead of individual. Why? Who knows? For ratings and views, for views and bops, did you get the click? Did you get the views? Did you get the engagement? This is what they're looking for, okay? Because no, this is a bad idea. Some people want to pipe their wife down or their husband down, and they're not able to do that if the bedrooms are right across from one another. They didn't even get him a mansion. They gave him family a family house where 3 kids sleep on the first floor and the parents sleep in the basement so they can do stuff. They tell AJ, they tell the whole group, but AJ is like, I'm not here for this. I'm trying to pipe my wife down. This is going to get into my way. I can't do this. Forget all these people. I want to know my wife. I don't want to know y'all. So they get to the place. Keith and Christine are the first people that get there. They go around and they pick the bedroom that's in the basement, even though it's a double. Kate and Luke get there second and they pick their bedroom. And Stephanie and AJ arrive last. So Stephanie and AJ arrive last and AJ is already on 10. And I said, okay, how are you on 10? How are you talking about they better not be here when you had a literal conversation with Pastor Cal and he said, all of you are going to go on a mini moon together. So when he said together, I thought that, and when you said, I don't want to spend my mini moon with these people, I thought that we had already established that y'all was going to be in the same damn house. So he came in with an attitude and everybody was like, so he starts to drink. He's like, what y'all doing in my house? I'm about to go get a hotel room. Like, go get a hotel room, nigga. You should have gotten a hotel room from the beginning if this is how you were going to act. So what is he drinking? I think he's drinking brandy. I think he's drinking brandy. And everybody is getting uncomfortable. The mood of the room has changed. He's just like doing too much, and it's just like, okay, calm down, bro. Calm all the way down. So then Stephanie goes to sleep. And what she said over the voice or the voiceover is she said that sometimes AJ, gets in these moods where he just needs to vent. And it's like, okay, boom, sometimes AJ gets in these moods where he just needs to vent. He needs to vent to you. You're his wife. If you know how your husband acts, why are you leaving him to harass innocent people while you go in the room and hide your face and cover up your head because you had a headache? Yeah, I'm sure you did have a headache. Pull that man to the side and say, you doing too much. Duh. So Keith and Christine were the next to go to sleep. Then it was Luke, Kate, AJ, Will, and Jazz. Then AJ starts to pick on Luke. First thing he said is, so Luke, are you a top or a bottom? And when he said that, I wanted to commit suicide, okay? I was shocked, shook, surprised, salivating. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, that's what I was feeling. I said, is he teasing him, or is he saying some underlying things? Because a lot of people have said that. I've seen that a lot on Twitter, that Luke is not here for Kate at all. And I'm not saying that, okay? He could be bi, and he could be more than a man. But when he asked him that, I said, you're doing too much. Then he asked to shave his knuckles. He told him he was looking like Teen Wolf. Luke got up, and AJ smacked that ass. Strutting that ass. And I was, first of all, Luke doesn't have a backbone the first, second, or third. Because a man has smacked you on your derriere. Anyone has smacked you on your derriere. Well, we know he don't have a backbone because he calling Kate an alcoholic. AJ has smacked you on your backbone. And you say, I'm going to go to bed. I got to get up and, run. Tell that man, hey, bro, keep your hands to yourself, but you don't give me that energy. You don't give me the energy of saying, keep playing with me or I'm going to slap you in your face. Okay? So Cain and Luke end up going to bed. Then it is Stephanie. No. Then it is AJ, Will, and Jasmine. And they're talking. Then Will is like, just calm it down a bit. And he's like, don't go against me or I'll hate you. And that's when Will and Jasmine go to sleep. And AJ says the night could have been fun. So let's move on, because I ain't got nothing to say. I just want to know what y'all gonna say. So they get up in the morning. The vibe is much better, Christine says. And Stephanie gets up. She said that she had a headache, headache. She said that she had a headache, and that's why she went to sleep, and now she feels much better. Jasmine says it is good that Stephanie didn't see what was happening, and AJ wouldn't have reacted like that or acted like that if Stephanie was up. So it's like, boom, boom. Anyway, Kate and Luke go to the forest. They're in the forest. They're looking at waterfalls. Then they turn and look at each other. And they're talking about, how far they've come. And now the road is clear and full of, and free of any obstacles that may have come their way along this journey. but they're stronger as a couple now. And Luke or Kate is looking at Luke like, I gotta tell this man that I told that we done had some sex. And Luke says, I can't remember the exact voice, but it was like, do you have something you're holding on to? That's what he said. Do you have something you're holding on to? And the captions had to come across the screen because nobody understood what he said. So I think Luke maybe has found out about the sex gate, but I think he's gonna wait for Kate to come to him, and Kate said, "No, I ain't got nothing that I need to talk to you about at all. We good. We real good. The fuck? We're great, actually." So then the last thing we see is AJ and Stephanie. They go to a sexual pottery class. They are making sexual pottery, and it's very sexual. And yeah. So that was the end. I feel like they could have given me more. I guess it was supposed to end on a light note, but I mean, I'm trying to see some drama. I'm not trying to see no light happy shit, okay? If I'm trying to see some happy shit, I'll watch people that are actually in love with one another, okay? But yeah, that was the end of the episode. They made a penis, a boob, and a hole. And I don't know what the hole is, but I think it's a booty. So that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit sleepy, so I'm going to be off of this. My name is Bri. Oh, stop. If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter. You can become a patron. You can do all of that stuff, okay? Everything that you need to know about me will be in the description box below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.